on. This is what should end.
Ce sont des vieillards.
Jusqu'à 9h du soir.
À 9h. Après 9h. Après 9h, si c'est moi Corée, ce sont des hommes capables.
All right. And action.
Eh oui, bonsoir mesdames et messieurs, salutations spéciales à vous tous. Welcome to the Watchil Anderson Show in the crew. À ce là, si vous remarquez, je suis heureux, hein? Et je suis un homme heureux. Et raison bien simple, c'est parce que nous autres mangé des pizzas ensemble. Et bon, nous sommes qui travaillent du début
Vente par vitrine.
Oui. Et bagage ça qu'on donne. Et oui, non. Parce que à ce là, témoin, ça gagne pas 3 shows, hein? Nous tous pas ensemble là. C'est ou bien Mano manqué, ou bien Salé lui-même à lâcher dedans, et puis Loulou lui-même, Alpha Chiméras campagne. C'est seulement Marisha. Ça veut dire, Josia, m'a chanté musique protestante. Que je suis heureux. Yo, guys, what's up?
All right.
Oh, and up to you check the subscribe button. Et producer mettez subscribe button pour nous checker sur et subscribe, OK? Et puis et share post là by love. Et ça comprendre ça on dit là. Et nous avons une très belle show pour nous à soir. Et si monsieur c'est qu'a fait avant de commencer le show, faut me prendre attention nous. Et Mano.
Eh bien, attention nous là. Nous là depuis à 8 heures, mais
Dominage Mano.
Finalement, hein. Finalement nous là à 8 heures, hein. Finalement. Et comme heureusement en fait, bien content Bosson perdu. Parce que moi ma connect sur MAE depuis Bosson. Depuis Bosson t'as jamais pas sur show.
Depuis non je tu vas
non, depuis Bosson. Non, cher. Nèg pas sur show base. Faut me garder millions pour qui ça fait nèg pas là.
Monsieur, l'autre pour équipe qui champion juste année passée, s'il fait le second round, that's nothing.
Non, pas faire ça. That's not the expectation.
Bon, monsieur, regardez.
You are a title contender.
Pendant ce temps, il était dit comme ça que moi-même, après nos conversations privées, comme tu es ensemble avec nous t'as pas le même parier, je ne sais pas qui est-ce que tu as parié, non? Ok, les en privé, monsieur te fait connaître que Bosso tape champion. C'est ça que je te dis en privé, Bosso tape champion.
Non, nous tape champion, regardez, nous tape champion, monsieur, regardez, c'est injured nous.
Regardez,
monsieur. Pas faire ça.
Monsieur, mais ça veut dire, si injured c'est part of the game, ça me qu'est-ce qu'ils ont dit?
Non, on ne va pas faire ça, pas vrai. The quatrième quarter, the last 3 minutes qui était dans le quatrième quarter, you down by 7 points et puis tu reviens injured.
Je suis heureux.
Et après,
c'est n'est pas important. La belle Loulou chérie, comment vas-tu? Qu'est-ce que ça va, Loulou? Est-ce que ça va, hein? Et ne prêtez pas attention à les connards, hein? Les connards, les perdants de Bosson. Ne prêtez pas attention à là. Et Loulou, comment vas-tu, Loulou? Ah, regardez, fais-moi micro, Bosson. Et Loulou chérie, comment Loulou?
Guys, it will never know.
Loulou.
Je pose une question. Non, ça force comme ça, Mano. Ça veut dire comme ça. On a tout attention. On se voit attention là.
Rapidement, j'ai vu. C'est. Et t'as vu que j'ai monsieur, moi j'ai la ma piment. Hey, listen.
Monsieur, regarde une photo, regarde une photo d'elle là, regarde une photo d'elle. Regarde une équipe, monsieur, mais. Regarde une équipe.
What keep loser?
Ah oui, ouais, équipe loser.
What keep loser?
Monsieur,
champion en brille
OK. Non, nous-mêmes, nous finissons champion, toi. Loulou chérie, Loulou. How are you, Loulou?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Tu sais, j'attendais ton appel.
L'amour
Faites jeudi, hein.
toujours éternel.
Pourtant!
Tu m'as.
Stack la montée jeudi, hein.
Mommy.
Monsieur,
Mais c'est bien, non, RTL.
What are the subject? Let's get into it.
Okay, Lulu, what we got? How you doing, sweetie? How you doing? Why you so pretty? Why you so beautiful? Tell me. Without no makeup, why all black women can't be like you? I don't understand it. Why all black women can't be like you? Beautiful, with no makeup, no high, no long lashes, no this.
Monsieur lui-même, regarde, regarde doué loulou. Regarde doué loulou là.
Ouais, les nous-mêmes, les n'a pas race loulou. Même on sait pas comme dire. You see, I'm making a comparison, which is a positive one. Why all black women can't be like her?
Ça c'est harassment lié. Ça quoi Loulou va le studio encore.
C'est du bagage. Ça dit vrai.
Je vais mettre nous-mêmes.
Ça dit
C'est
vrai.
harassment lié.
Lou a vu la vraie. Lou a vu la vraie, non?
Puis Jean Anderson, malheureusement, je suis dans la caille. Loulou, let me know in the studio. You feel more protected.
Il va venir même.
Oui.
Moi qui bonne.
C'est le gars qui demande c'est le gars qui va manger.
Ah, eh ben, c'est les gars gangou.
Mais c'est le gars qui oui, pas ça c'est le va manger. Oh, un gars oui. Non mais là manger la ça. So Lulu, what we have tonight?
All right. So a huge decision happened today. So we're going to talk about the TPS decision and Venezuela and kind of give a little history as to where they're coming from and where we are today. So we know that Venezuela endured years of political turmoil, economic collapse. They dealt with a lot of human rights abuses, etc. So the Biden administration had granted TPS to the Venezuelans in 2021, practically citing the country's humanitarian crisis. And then in 2023, Biden extended the TPS through October 2026. So it was covering about 350,000 Venezuelans who were already in the US. As of today, the US Supreme Court actually gave Trump permission to terminate that TPS status for those 350,000 Venezuelans. And it's an uproar. They are upset. There's videos coming out. They feel betrayed because originally they supported the Trump administration. So yes, there's a lot going on.
Oh, that's a lot to cover on that. What else we got?
All right, so we also have the whole Diddy Cassie Chronicles.
Oh, I can't wait on that. That's crazy.
So we're gonna definitely tap into that. There's a lot of drama that's going on and information that we received. It's definitely a lot and it's very interesting. And then we're going to also talk about the death of Tyree Nichols and how those officers were acquitted by
I don't even want to talk about these black people, man. I mean, they're disgusting, man.
I mean, no, but my thing is, no.
But anyway, we're going to get to that. What else?
Right. So yeah, that's what I have for today.
Okay. All right. Okay. Let's do it. So let's go with you know what? I'm going to bring Cindy on immigration because for some reason he always like on the government side, on Trump's side. So I wanna.
Well said. Très drôle. Listen, I don't have much information. I don't have much information except that. Listen, if the high court of the country has made a decision, it is to be respected and followed. It only validates what Trump is trying to do and what he's been doing. So Kounya la yo ba Monsieur carte blanche pour faire et défaire, and then he's gonna go out there and execute what he's been doing all along. I don't have much of the details, but listen, it is what it is. It's a difficult era for a lot of people out there, and it's only getting worse and worse. When they were expecting to get some relief somewhere, maybe on peut bloquer là, ou courir l'autre côté, peut-être qu'à quitter passer là. It seems like all the doors are being closed, and then at the end, so just raising up on Jean. That's all I got.
Okay, now, well, it is pretty clear. It is pretty clear that the High Court, I mean, like, make the decision. As a matter of fact, remember the with the attorney, and they say that was gonna go to the Supreme Court, and guess what? It went quick to the Supreme Court, and then it came out today that then the government, the administration, they are on their right to cancel the status, legal CPS status for like 350,000 Venezuelan, and we keep saying Venezuelan, but again, don't think it's gonna be another Supreme Court decision for Haitians or for Nicaraguan, but this is across the board. Okay, we just saw Venezuelan, so that means that decision affect everybody that come to with the humanitarian parole, they all fall under that category. So practically, at the end of the day, and it's practically a sad day for them, and I believe for almost everybody, because for some reason I believe that until now we depends on these people as well. You understand? We depends on these people. Some of them wash our kids, okay. Some of them work in daycare. Some of them in here for years. Yeah. So car wash, all these things. So we all benefit from the low, I would say the cheap labor. Okay. Even though I see some of those people, they pretty expensive as well. But I mean, but nonetheless, it's still cheap if you were hire like a U.S. citizen or somebody just somebody that's legal here. But now, the question is now. The question is, I still don't believe all these people can be deported anyway. I still don't believe it can happen because it's right now, I don't even think they have any place to hold anybody anymore. So I don't know. I mean, like, but I also I believe those people that already filed for asylum, those people cannot be deported.
But there's two types of asylum. What kind of asylum they applied for? There's a political asylum.
Government persecution. Like, for example, asylum in Venezuela is valid. Asylum in Haiti is not valid.
It is valid because you have political issues there.
Nah, there's no political because they have 9 presidents. Haitians have 7 presidents. There's no political issues in Haiti. So those people don't have no issues. The Haitians in Haiti don't have no problem. They can be deported easily because they have 7 presidents.
But the Venezuelan cannot be deported easily.
So the Venezuelan, they have only one person, one president. I mean, if that one guy is bad, they're screwed. But let me tell you this: when you're looking at Haiti, you got 7 presidents. Don't tell me all 7 of them gonna be scumbag. So at least if 3 of them no good, at least the Haitian got hope on 4. So that's a different thing. This is a different type of people we're talking about here. But again, nonetheless,
you
don't have to. But nonetheless,
it doesn't make any sense.
Dude,
it's not about Haiti. It's about immigration.
It's about immigration.
Okay.
It's about Haiti.
Let's stay the course.
Yeah, okay.
Now,
immigration.
So, yes, you got too many presidents in your country. Now listen to this now. Hopefully, they're in a different position. Hopefully, but nonetheless, I think like all of us will pay the consequences when it's come to that decision by the Supreme Court.
Lulu. With the Supreme Court decision, which is the highest court of this country, they can be deported with due process or without due process.
Without due process, allegedly. So, and I also want to talk about some of these deadlines because not all the countries have the same deadline. So Venezuela, we know that's it, right? The ones who were granted TPS in 2023, they can be deported at any moment right away. The ones who were granted TPS in 2021 have until September 10th, 2025. We have El Salvador, who is good until September 2026. Ukraine, October 2026. Haiti, which was February 2026, was shortened to August 2025.
No, but these are the TPS dates.
Those are the TPS dates as
Yeah.
far as deportation or
But the
by
TPS dates.
the time that they need to leave the country. But no, there is no. What do you mean by due process?
No, due process meaning that like he was talking about earlier.
There's no due process.
If you go and file for a political asylum, and then they're gonna hold you until you go to, even they're gonna deny it or not, and then you go to the court and they tell you, listen, we're gonna grant you the permission to stay, or we will deny you permission to stay.
Every single case that I've read, whether they went through a process or not, they were deported.
No, I'm talking about what happened today with the decision they made
But,
today.
but
What happened today? No, they gotta go.
Without due
It's immediately.
process.
There is no due process.
well, the thing about it, there won't be no due process for those people because, like they said, it's the Biden executive order that they reverse.
Okay. So
Understand?
now,
So that's what it is. So there's
so
there
the
was no due
Haitians-
process for them to come in anyway.
So what about the Haitians that was here before the Biden, but that's still on TPS, and the Venezuelan that was here before the Biden that was on TPS?
That's why it's 350,000.
Yeah.
That's why it's 300. Those 350,000
You know what?
did not come in.
I think
That's
what shows on
include
Thursday-
everybody with TPS. Parce que sous Biden, il y a 350,000
Listen, on Thursday-
Venezuelans qui rentrent sous Biden.
So
Richard, TPS yo revoke.
the TPS can revoke. Du coup, ça pour moun qui devine sous humanitarian aid, but give them gonna pay ya depuis 1999 qui signe le TPS.
Yo te venu sous humanitarian et tout.
So, va venir sous humanitarian aid.
C'est après earthquake là, c'est earthquake là.
Depuis 99 mon frère, qui va 2012 t'es un earthquake.
En 96 t'as fait TPS.
Tout le monde qui était là après 2012, tout le monde s'est net t'es gagné TPS.
Là yo te venu pour qu'on gile, là après
2012.
earthquake là. Après earthquake là, tout le monde qui était là, puisque on connaît, si a fait mon entrée après earthquake là, moun qui était là déjà, on va pas retourner.
Mais samedi.
So moun ça entrer là dans tout.
Oui, mais monsieur, TPS ça pas permanent.
Ah, mais
Non,
ça,
pas permanent.
nous connaissons,
Il
temporaire,
peut
temporaire.
révoquer n'importe qui l'heure.
Nous connaissons ça.
Correct.
Même résidence qui nan mon, même mon green card qui nan mon.
Je dis si tu veux.
Même mon green card qui nan mon, yo doit choisir pour pas renouveler.
N'a cherché au monde, n'a cherché, n'a essayé mon avocat là jeudi pour nous à fait. Après des
Okay, I respect that definitely.
yeah, so
But
the
there's
immigration lawyers.
A matter of fact,
On va dire là, tout ça va te Richard là, les Richard.
si ne gars les champagne là, les gars les champagne.
Le boy peut ouvrir l'amboulé, comprendre.
Voyez le club pour champagne, avocat champagne pour nous. S'il pas busy. Donc ouais, ça juste si monsieur busy parce que monsieur non l'autre mode, monsieur non mode avion. Never mind. Let's move on to the next thing.
C'est gars on est
the next thing is the whole Diddy Cassie situation. And just to give a slight timeline, in 2006, Cassie.
You know what? Let's take the Cassie in the last and for last year. Let's take it because there's a lot to discuss on the Cassie thing. It's crazy. And
there's a lot.
so let's go with
The death of Tyree Nichols. So on May 7th, a Tennessee state jury acquitted 3 former Memphis police officers that were related to the 2023 death of Tyree Nichols. And the charges included second-degree murder, aggravated assault, and aggravated kidnapping. The incident had actually occurred January 7th, 2023, when Nichols was actually pulled over during a traffic stop, and subsequently he was beaten by officers. And 3 days later, he died from his injuries. And I don't know if you have the video. It's pretty
We don't have the
graphic.
video. We don't have the video.
And there's allegedly a lot of people are like really upset about this. There's been so many people debating like what is going on, how come this was tolerated, and there are individuals that are saying that they acquitted these officers because in the future when they commit crimes against our people that they would be acquitting themselves as well. So it's so much controversies around it. And actually it was 5 officers, 2 of them pleaded guilty and admitted to utilizing excessive force and conspiracy to cover up the assault and even witness tampering. And despite those 2 actually coming forward and saying, yeah, we are guilty, to include the other 3, they were still acquitted. However, even though they were acquitted, the federal they still have to go before for federal charges. So the state acquitted them, but as far as the federal court is concerned, they still need to go to court June 16th. So there's a difference between the 2.
Okay. It's sad that Pangamuntayo, I mean the guy parent, Terry Nicole's parents, they lost their son, brother, uncle, cousin, you know. But in a way, for them to be acquitted by the state, remember, if they were a different race, they would have been acquitted too. So in a way, I would say that okay, I believe if they would do it for the other races, why not for them?
But here's the thing. You know what?
Which is wrong, but hey.
Me, these things, like, I don't know. It's here's the way I look at it. These 3 gangsters, they will never be normal no matter what. See, there are certain things that you do. There's something called, I believe in what you call divine justice. And there are certain things, I still believe in it. There are certain things that you do in life, no matter what, you're going to pay the consequences later. If it's not you, it's going to go to your kids, your grandkids, doesn't matter. So that's the reason why there's a rule that you try, do your best to do right by people. Because at the end of the day, everything that you do today, you're going to face the consequences tomorrow. So you think these guys going to be in peace? No, they will never be in peace for the rest of their lives. They will never be in peace. And doesn't matter if you're black, if you're white. Listen, you take somebody's life wrongfully just because you are illegal, because you have a badge that protect you to kill people, to kill innocent people. I mean, like, to spell innocent people blood. Believe me, at the end of the day, your time will come. Doesn't matter. So divine justice will meet you one day. So, but again, there's no surprise there. That's nothing. Only one thing I can tell you. Hopefully, these black people can learn there's still slave masters out there. You know, as simple as that. And then I see a lot of these black thug police officers, the fact that they hang around with white people, they think they're white themselves. These cops don't think they black when they wear that uniform, because they trained by white people. They have white friends. They think they white. And let me tell you this, and that's the sad part of it. Black people do not understand it. Doesn't matter how black is a police officer. He think he's white. He's gonna chew tobacco just like the white man. Just because they call it the brotherhood. No, they think the white people are their brothers. No. This is what black people need to understand. You have to be smart about it. You have to understand. So don't try to tell me every time you have, like, try your best for you not to become a victim of. It's just like this. If I know you're a racist, I know what's going on already. Hey, only one thing you have to do, trying to protect yourself, or don't give those scumbag any reason to kill you. Because at the end of the day,
I'm gonna play devil's advocate for a minute. So, I mean, police officers, in a way, yes, they brotherhoods because obviously they got each other's back. Doesn't matter you black, you white, you get into that house, they're shooting at you, they're shooting at everybody. The guy who's gonna shoot is not gonna be like, oh, I'm black, I'm not shooting a black officer. He's shooting at everybody. So no matter what, that guy got your back. Now, I don't think it's right either way. No matter what, black, white, whoever it is, blue, you're supposed to treat everybody the right way. And, we see it happen. We see it happen between, black and white. And, but it's the same thing. You go to Chicago, you go to tough neighborhood, Stanley knows, you go to Dorchester, those kids, they shoot at everybody. If they shoot at police officers, in my opinion, they don't care what color they are. They're just shooting at the police. When the car coming with the siren, they don't know who's in it. They're just gonna shoot. So who got your back? The guy next to you? He might be blue, he might be white, he might be brown, but he's the motherfucker who got your back. So for me, in a certain way, I'm not saying anything here it's right, but I kind of sometimes you gotta see it on a different eye to bring some kind of clarity into it. Yeah, I'm not saying anything here it's right.
I did see the video. It was definitely excessive in terms of force,
I agree.
But what I always say also, compliance has a way that it looks like. There's a way that compliance look like, So you ask to do something, you just do it because you're trying to get home, right? No matter what's happening, you're trying to get home, right? Mm-hmm. I don't have the details. It was from a distance, and there's someone that was taking the video from a distance, and they were kind of making their own comment, and there was kind of like a lot of noise in the background. I don't know how it started. I just saw the beating, right? But if I always say to people, listen, if you get stopped, all right, and they ask you to do something, be ready to do exactly what they ask you to do, right? Because there's no need to escalate for something. Don't try to be a smart ass and start saying like, I know my right. Why did you just stop me, officer? And giving attitude, because he's a human being too. He's probably going to respond to you. He's been trained to do certain things.
Stanley, you have to Stanley, you have to understand. You have to understand. No, not because somebody said they know they're right, that give you the reason to kill them. Simple as that.
Give you the reason.
And here's a funny thing, people. Now let me tell you something right quick. You know what happened? Guys, let me tell you something. Here's the thing. Let me tell you something. You see, a black police officer. This is why I say, man, when I say white people are the master of black people, it's no joke. A black police officer would not even freaking dare. When was the last time you see a black police officer shoot a white person? And the white person are the first one to tell you they know they're right. And they tell you to shut the fuck up. And the white person doesn't matter. You're a black police officer. You stop a white person. They make you look like shit. They make you feel like shit. They make you feel unhuman. And guess what? All these black scumbag officers, guess what? They take it. Because you know why? They train them not to fuck with white people.
They know.
This is the way they know what's up.
But Stanley,
let me tell you this. When was the last time you see a black police officer, despite all these things that you see, white police officer killing black people? When was the last time you see a black police officer killing a civilian?
That Greg just said it. That gives you more reason to comply. If you understand the situation, right? And you're a black young man in this country, you're just trying to make it home to your mother, to your wife, to your kids, whatever your situation you are, right? That's all you can think, because the reality, what you're saying is very real. And if you're a smart person and you know that it is very real, you need to know how to move. You can fight for it later. You can take the street, right? You can go, sing and dance about it and do whatever, beat drums and do whatever you need to do about it. You can go into legislation and then whatever, right? You can vote a certain way. But at the moment when you're in this particular situation,
if you need to
know how to move. You know what I mean? And you're not going to win.
Yeah, but I agree with you. Listen, I agree with that part, and I told that to people all the time.
You would never win a fight with a police officer in the street.
No,
you would not.
Listen,
but these people, they are trained to get under your skin so they can do what they want you to, so they can do what they want to do to you. Okay, I'm gonna tell you, perfect example. They put a camera on, okay? I went to the full academy to training. I gotta tell you, listen, make sure whatever it's a DT training, defensive tactic. It tells you, make sure whatever you're going to do, you say it with a warning and then you execute. Like perfect example, I'm gonna handcuff you. Sir, do not resist. If you resist, you could break your arm. And what I'm sending to you, and guess what? I just snapped it. I said it to you though. I said don't move. Okay, another one. Because they tell you if you don't, they said if you don't repeat that, and the camera don't catch that, and guess what? You never give the person a verbal warning. You see what I'm saying, right? So now,
so you see how they train. You see how they train them.
I've seen. Listen, I've seen many situations with him. I've seen like a guy that is being stopped. And there's those videos on YouTube, and there was a time during COVID, I spent a lot of time on YouTube, and I used to watch those videos. They're basically cameras, police cameras that basically would stop people for traffic or for whatever they were doing, right? And I see it all the time. I'm like, my God, he's about to do something stupid. All he had to do is comply, right? And then he started raising his voice. He started giving and sometimes they don't even raise their voice. It's just a little attitude, a little cockiness, a little arrogance.
But you a man, I'm
right?
a man. And that's my thing. That's Stanley. You a man, I'm a man. If I come and pull you over and tell you, dude, get out the car. I said, get out the car. I said, shut the F up. Dude, you don't talk to me like that. And I said, dude, don't talk to me like that.
Yeah. Okay.
So why can't I say that to you as a person?
Yeah. And then now you start having an attitude, and guess what happened? Right?
Yeah, but dude, that's what I'm saying. But at the same time, no, I'm being honest to you. Tell me about the sport. So now,
what I'm trying to tell you in the situation that I was watching is basically a whole bunch of police officers that were nice about it. They were just being stupid and being arrogant about it. Officer, why did you stop me? Officer, blah, blah, blah. Nope, this and that. I know my right. Blah. Hey, listen, I need you to do this. I need you to do that. For my safety, I need you to do this. They keep pushing, and they keep pushing, right? There's a situation that it could have been avoided. This situation, you're right. Some officers are out there, they're targeting people and they're about to do something, right? But there's a lot of stuff that I've seen where they kept pushing and pushing and pushing, and they're saying, it's escalated to something
different.
Guys,
small example, okay? I went to school in PA, Pennsylvania, redneck like you couldn't even believe.
Western PA, like
like on the Pittsburgh area, that side.
Mm-hmm.
So I got pulled over by 2 cops. They did everything to get me arrested.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what she told me? When I comply, I didn't even say anything. She's like, you know what? Go ahead, go home. If I see your car on the street again tonight, you're getting arrested. And I'm not doing anything wrong. Anybody else, what would they say? Well, what the hell? What? I'm like, thank you so much, officer. I appreciate it. You will not see my car on the street. I can promise you that. I live right there. I just go and park my car. That's it. Because you know what, dude? No matter what you do, you got to be smart. You're not going to win. It's like 5 people corner me. Am I going to fight them to be a man, or I'm going to try to outrun them? If I say, well, I think I can outrun them. One first, at least 2 of them get tired. I won't take that thing. At least they'll be tired. So sometimes in life, you gotta see where you want to be. I understand everything that you said, but you know what, man? The reality is, yeah, I'm black, and I know it the day I was born. So it's nothing new to me. So you have to move, dude. I used to work downtown Boston in that building for Tufts. I used to see white kids spitting in police officers' face.
Mm-hmm.
Say, fuck you, push them. I used to see it because I used to work overnight in downtown Boston. But guess what? No one never gets shot. We don't even see it on the news. Because they say, you know what, get the fuck out of here, go home. That's how they do it. But what happened to somebody? You see what I'm saying? I mean, unfortunately, that's the reality. So that also what we're trying to do, we try to avoid or like, mom losing their son, or like kids losing their dad. So the only way for you to do that is to make it home. Sometimes you gotta swallow your pride just because you have a family, or you gotta think about. Sometimes I'm speeding on the highway and I just think about my kids, and then I just slow down 20 miles less. So I think it's the same concept.
Me, I
You
tell
see
you,
what I'm saying?
You're just trying to make it home to
me,
your family.
I tell people all the time.
And put yourself in a position of authority. Are you going to tolerate certain things? You may not abuse your authority, but you know you have the authority. A police officer stops you, he's the authority.
You
A
know
lot of
what?
times, those officers, they go to work and they're fighting their own demons.
Stanley.
Some of them are ready to kill. They're ready to attack. I mean, for one of the officers to say, "I was striking Nichols with a baton, and they didn't intervene to provide medical aid," and another one saying, "I punched him multiple times. Yeah, I was wrong. I did that. I didn't have to do it, but I did it." Like that tells a whole
Listen,
lot.
people have to understand. People seem to forget we are living in an evil world. People seems to forget people are more evil than good. You have to understand. And I tell you, go ahead.
It's the same thing. Road rage, right? You flip a guy, and then the guy pull out a gun and start shooting. You know, everybody got their little moment. Everybody got that president.
No. Some officers listen. But no, guess what?
Listen, I'm
Mano,
driving all the time.
Mano, you cannot compare. Listen, Mano, you cannot compare a road rage with a police officer that took an oath to protect the public. Listen this way. Listen to me.
He's human.
Listen, no, guys. This and otherwise, there's no difference between a gangster with a police officer. Even though to me they are gangsters. Some of them are legal gangsters. Some of them are legal criminal. That doesn't mean because you're a police officer, you're a good person.
No, I mean there are some good officers out there. There are some good officers.
So that means
reason to go and provoke.
No, dude, it's not about provocation because guess what happened? A gangster. Me, for example, there's certain places I would not go because I know if I go to these places, the type of criminal that I'm going to face. Criminal that never got training. Criminal that don't have no respect for anything. So therefore, I expect to know these evil people, this place is not for me. But now, once a police officer stop me and they support and they put down in their car, hey, we're here to serve and protect. I do not know that I'm facing a gangster, just like I'm facing a criminal, just like I'm facing an assassin, just like I'm facing a drug dealer. I don't know that. So now based on what you're telling me, I should treat all police officers like gangsters, like criminal. Because at the end of the day, if there's a difference between them and the comparison you just gave me, so they are the same. The only difference of it is one of them is protected by the law to kill you legally. Doesn't matter if you are right or wrong. That's what you are telling me, and that's what I understand. And let me tell you this, I agree with everything that you said. At the end of the day, I need to protect my life. When I look at a police officer, the first thing I see a gangster, I see a criminal, I will make it home. Because you know why? The same way I'm not going to expose myself in the ghetto facing those drug dealers, those criminals, those assassins. The same way too, when a police officer stop me, it's the same people that I'm facing. I say, you know what? I gotta make it home. I'm not gonna let this assassin kill me. I'm not gonna give a reason for this legal gangster to kill me.
Mano, I'm gonna tell you what happened with me and listen. We're coming from Parkland. I'm driving, and then I stopped. There was a red that I stopped, and at the moment the light turned green, I just took off. I was in a Tesla. Before I knew it, I was doing 80. I didn't even know. And I saw the flashing light. The guy from and pulled me over. This guy was still sleeping, and when he come in, I said, he said, you know, I pull you over. I said, nah. He said, what is there a reason why you're doing 80 on a 45 song? I'm like, man, I didn't realize it. I am so sorry, and I'm wrong for that. He said, license and registration. I said, this is not my car. It's a company car. This is the owner of the company. And and then can I please have a courtesy pass? So he looked at me. And then I had my I didn't have my badge with me. I give him my ID card, my job ID card, and then he went and look at my license. We spent about what 15 minutes looking for the ID for the insurance. No, actually, he said it's okay. Listen, man, it's too many accidents here. Just try and make it home, okay? I'm like, man, you're right. I'm sorry. I
Bro,
shouldn't be
you got
speeding.
a badge, bro. Like, really?
You got a badge and you're a veteran.
Yeah, but
And-
my
and-
badge,
But guess no, the guy can tell like when you pull up the wallet.
Yeah, but
When,
the thing,
when you
but-
pull the wallet, the guy can see.
I didn't have
And
no badge. I was with
oh
you.
no,
I didn't have no badge.
no. The
No,
guy saw his ID.
listen,
No, he
listen,
saw my
listen.
ID.
Guys,
That's what I said.
give me 1 second.
Okay.
The guy saw his ID. He's a veteran. Apparently, the guy who's a veteran as well. The guy served as well.
Eh? It's something to say that, but guess what?
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
wrong. But my
listen,
thing is,
listen.
no, what Cindy was saying earlier,
Regardless-
no, sons, no, I was wrong. I was
Exactly.
speeding.
Hey, I was about to get shot because of your ass. Fuck that.
Guys,
She, you
you
crazy.
know, the same way I told you I got pulled over in PA, I got other experience too over there. I got pulled over by the guy. I was going to school from Massachusetts. The guy pulled me over. He's like, hey, man, license registration. I give it to him and everything. He go check everything. He come back. He's like, you got to be careful because those towns, they drop from 60 to 35. I'm going to give you a pass, but you got to be careful because some of those guys up front, they're going to give you some ticket. Sometimes it happen.
I know.
You see what I'm saying?
Today, man,
The guy
today,
come
today,
and do it. I'm like,
today,
I'm going
and I
back.
got a
At the
ticket.
same
I got a
time,
seatbelt ticket
Richard's
today. I
reaction-
got a ticket by a black dude named Officer Baker in Miami Gardens with my badge.
Yeah, well,
Be
that's what I'm
that.
saying. So
And every time
But
Timmy show was
his
like, I'm like,
reaction-
dude. He said, what
the
have we
result-
learned here today? I said, listen, I'm
results-
not in school. I'm not in class. I'm a law enforcement officer just like you. Okay. I know I wasn't wearing my seatbelt, but he said, you a law enforcement officer? Yeah, dude, I showed you the damn ID card in the badge. Why you didn't say so? I said, dude, it's okay. I'll go to the court and get it removed. And then that was it. And I just
regardless,
drove off.
listen, the result could be different, but notice his reaction to the officer. His reaction to the officer was appropriate. Right?
Guys,
It was calm demeanor, admit fault. Listen, can I get a pass?
That's what they like.
It's
They
a
like when you're
conversation.
begging them. You have to do it.
Hey,
All right.
listen,
Make them feel they're empowered.
One thing we know for sure, had they stopped a white man, he would have still been alive today.
Shit.
That's
You
just
know
my
why?
opinion. Let's move
I
on.
agree. I
But
agree.
but guess what? That's the sad part. Your own freaking kind is killing you just like your other kind that hates you because you're black.
Hey,
So now let
listen.
me tell you this. You're a black man just like me. Why you hate me now? Why you hate me? I can understand why the white man hate me because he hates me because I'm black. But
Listen,
you black, why you hate me?
that's
Because
a
you
whole
think you white.
podcast in itself.
Huh?
That's a whole
right.
podcast in itself.
That's the part I don't
Moving to
get.
Africa.
On nous continue.
Another than Munda Cassie. Oh,
All right, Cassie,
Somebody buy your man, man.
Cassie
It's
do
much fun.
Cassie do something. Petit Cassie do something. Nous allons bagaille.
What them lying?
Ça c'est ndeka ko musique ko sa
Cassie. All right, definitely a pretty girl. So in
So pretty.
2006, Cassie signs with Diddy's Bad Boy Records. She was only 19 years old. 2007 to 2018, they engage in a romantic relationship. 2016, altercation occurs at a hotel. 2018, relationship is canceled. She leaves Bad Boy Records. And 2019, she marries her now, her personal trainer, who's now her husband, Alex Fine, right? So I know we all read bits and pieces of some of the things that were occurring in the bedrooms, but in November 2023, Cassie files a lawsuit accusing P. Diddy of rape, sex trafficking, and prolonged abuse. The next day, allegedly, she received $20 million to kind of like, keep it on the hush. Let's not talk about this. And then there were photographs that came out with where she had black eyes, swollen lips, bloodied eyebrows, etc. But now we know that May 2025, Cassie testified, and she mentioned how she had to engage in sex acts with male prostitutes while he would watch her do that, and he would masturbate off of it, and that when they would come on her, he would have her take the cum and rub it on his nipples. They had cocaine involved. being drunk, etc. So
Obviously.
basically she was being completely used like as a sex doll, abused and powerless. And she actually regrets taking that $20 million. She said that she would trade that 20 million and not
For
have
more.
and not have gone through those types of experiences. And she's really traumatized by it. And her husband was he's listening to everything. A lot of people have a lot to say about the husband too. Like, how could he sit through through this and hear all of these things that she's done? Others are saying, yeah.
20 million.
Listen,
It's why.
That's
You know why? You know why I can
That's
sit.
exactly what I was gonna say. 20 million. Listen, the guy is a personal trainer.
He
Somehow,
making
somewhere
shit money.
he landed. Somehow, somewhere he landed Cassie, who used to be with P Diddy. That's a tall order. I mean, if you were with P Diddy, there might not be no much up to go from there. Especially if you're her. But then
Say that my ears, producer.
Monsieur dit que PDD hire monsieur pour train Cassie. So therefore, this guy knew everything that Cassie is saying. It's not his first time hearing those stuff.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Exactly.
So I don't know why people are like, it's not new to him. He know.
Yeah. That conversation, he already had that conversation.
He knew everything. I did that conversation. He knew because they hired him to train the girl.
Cassie was with P Diddy for a very long time. She was used to a certain lifestyle. Now she moved on and she's with this guy, right? It's not like she had the most successful career ever, right? And then now they're like, hey, listen, what do? Things are expensive. We got to make some money. We got to move a certain way, right? It's like, hey, listen, we have this card. Let's play this card.
Is he white? He's white, right? He's a white guy, right?
Well, we don't know. Maybe he might be Hispanic, whatever it is.
Yeah, listen, let's play this card.
There's no pride there.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that's gonna come out. Let's play this card. I'm already up for it. Listen, $20 million richer is $20 million richer. Maybe we can get more, right? And then and that's
with the movie, with all the show.
But when it comes to her, when it comes to her and her relation, and you're right. There's much more to come after this because there's gonna be, news station,
gonna go on tour,
interviews,
this and that, exactly, and documentaries and blah blah blah, whatever,
movie,
right?
Netflix,
appearances and things like. But when it comes to her with P Diddy, she was with P Diddy for 11 years. She had a choice. She could have made a choice to walk away, maybe by year 3, by year 4, by year 5. Listen, 11 years is a long time, right?
Sometimes it's not that simple.
I know. Listen, I understand, but you still have a choice. You still can make a choice to walk away certain things. You've set your life. You invested a lot of time in this thing. I understand. It's not easy to walk away from things like that, especially if you invested. You say, "Hey, listen, my career, my life,
travel business again."
Yeah, exactly. Do I go from
travel
going private jet? Do I go from going private jet and then now I'm going, but not even business?
Guys, listen.
Like there was someone who even allegedly tried to get with her, etc., and they blew up the guy's car. Like these people were like, he was down to murder, to kill. She could have been afraid for her life.
Yeah, but she loved that thing. They have
guys.
They have text over texting the guy. She wants more.
That's what I was gonna say. It seems like you guys do not. You guys acting like, for some reason, Justin always say that. Doesn't matter how deep a woman choose to be in something, and then the next day she flip on you, and everybody look at her as a victim instead of being an accomplice. Exactly. Always. Now let me ask you something, guys. Let me tell you something. Did you see all these text messages she used to send to P Diddy, the way that she was to be treated? Those are the things that she want to do. She wanna be treated like a fucking like a sex toy. She's expressing it through text messages. This is what I want you to do to me. Things like that. And here's the funny thing. Remember, we are normal people. That's one thing we forget. We are normal people having conversation about people that's not normal. Did you understand the type of life these people are having? Those superstars' life, those fast life, those drugs involved, alcohol involved, drugs involved. All these things, those are not normal people. They are about to do anything and everything. Now look at it this way. Somebody gonna say, okay, is it normal to watching your wife getting banged by a male prostitute and then you ejaculate on them on her, and then she has to take the sperm and rub it on your nipple. What kind of shit is that? I don't give a damn what you say. Listen, those are not normal people.
F-O. F-O.
And then even the husband you're talking about, she doesn't have no husband. She has a lap dog. This man ain't got nothing to lose. This man just there for the money. He's a loser. He's no man. That guy is not a man.
We have to remember, this started at 19 years old. Okay? I know in America they consider it an adult, but come on.
But listen to me. Let me ask you something. Let me show you the difference. Okay, if it was you, Lulu, if it was you, Lulu, if it was you, would you be in that predicament? Okay then. Okay then. As a matter of fact, you would not even put yourself. Here's one thing, people. Everybody in this life would do anything for certain things. If he signed her, give me a second, Mano. Mano, listen. You see this type of life, superstars. You want people to you want to be famous. People that wants to be famous. I say it all the time. They would do anything to be famous. They would give them soul to the devil to be famous. Doesn't matter if it's for 2 days.
Which they have done.
They love the spotlight. They would do anything. Why you think some guys, they give their booty to become an actor? They give their booty to be in a scene. It's not like they don't know. They know, but guess what happened? Their desire is stronger than any values because they don't have no values. What's the difference between I can say between us and these people? It's because we have certain values. We will not do certain things just because we want to be famous. No. Can't you see what people are doing in the internet to have viewers? Some people do every horrible thing to have what? Viewers.
At the same time,
me getting paid for that. That's not a bad gig. I'm talking about the male prostitute here.
Wait, what do you mean?
Seriously, we all we all know Diddy has a temper. So he had a show on MTV. I forget the name of the show.
Making the band.
He looks creepy too anyway.
Making the band.
Yeah, it's something like that. Yeah. So basically, I saw him on the show, and I'm like, okay, this guy got some issues. You know, he has a little temper issue, and was going crazy while having those kids doing all type of stupid things.
Walk to Brooklyn to buy
cheesecake or a whole bunch of stupid things, right?
The guy's a drug addict. The guy's a drug addict.
It's their parents' fault. It's their parents' fault. Would you have your daughter doing this or your son doing it?
Say that again?
Would you have your son or your daughter doing that?
It looks like a legit opportunity. I don't know. Maybe while the show was going on, it's like, okay, this thing is crazy. Maybe I should be out. But it looks like a legit opportunity. But what I'm trying to say is that you got to give her some credit to. The guy is nuts. I think the guy is nuts.
Stanley, the guy's a drug addict. They try all kind of drugs. He checked into rehab before. The rehab could not help him. He turned even the people trying to put him in rehab. He turned those people into drug addict too. So that means
he's powerful.
Well, listen. At the end of the day, she has a lifetime of story to tell. She has $20 million pocketed, and who knows what to come more for her. Listen, you might want to feel bad for her, but I think the future might be.
She got paid.
But monsieur,
she got paid.
This man is,
and then she knows exactly what she was doing.
These people, they're in a cult, and they have to keep the standard, and then people keep coming to them. I want to make it. So if you want to make it, there's a path to making it.
No, okay. Now look at
when it comes to her husband, it's not the price.
No,
You know,
the husband
he
though.
got-
The husband knew what was going on. There's
Yeah,
nothing new to
he
this
got-
guy. He knew what
yeah,
was going on. He
listen,
probably
there-
saw things. He knows. He know everything. He's not surprised.
there's certain level of men you have had in your life. You know, you
Yeah.
can't go any higher. You might have to
Yeah,
settle for someone else. She settled for that one, I guess.
That's it.
You know,
Now listen, there's a guy that's suing P. Diddy. Listen to this now. He said, oh, P. Diddy, molested him, whatever it is. Grown ass man, right? He said how he met him. Oh, he saw me playing and then outside, and he invited me to his house. And then when I was there, I was playing, and then I asked him, oh, I like the way you walk. And then suddenly now PDD stop fucking him. Now he said, oh, PDD raping because, dude, you not gay. What the fuck are you start telling the guy you at his house?
He like the way he walks.
And you telling him you like the way he walks. And you know.
Même ça, c'est boy, prend la petit mal
Bon,
là.
il se passe de pour l'angle même. Il passe de pour l'angle.
Action par an, non, c'est boy.
Il se passe de pour l'angle.
Oh, PDD forcé boire l'embouche li.
I don't think it's that bad. C'est boy tout bad. Il dit
Mais pour ça couper oui.
C'est où? Monsieur, il y a des mal propres tout le temps de nos mots là, monsieur. Il y a des mal, monsieur. Monsieur, il y a des bagages tout le temps de mais quand il y a là, les gars fit pas PDD, il y a la sous PDD pour combien de millions de dollars.
That's what we do. Hey, I have a question for you guys. Do any of you think that this guy gonna walk out free? I believe so.
I doubt it.
I believe
so.
so.
That shit not gonna happen.
No,
Huh?
you know what? You know why?
Nah.
You know why? They're gonna say he did domestic violence. He's gonna go to rehab for domestic violence.
They put on probation.
Yes. They're gonna say yes. He's violent. He did domestic violence. He abused her. Blah blah blah. But the racketeering and all that.
Yeah, that's gotta go.
That on their own.
They don't even.
Gotta get 'em.
As a matter of fact, they can't even prove that in court.
Yeah. So
They can't even
you
put that
say
in
all
court.
you want. You can say all
Listen.
you want. Domestic abuse. Yeah, I mean, he might get a slap on the wrist. He might even get a big slap on the wrist. But I don't think he's
Racketeering,
gonna go to jail because
kidnapping,
racketeering and
Kidnapping,
trafficking.
Yeah, but
Trafficking.
And listen. Racketeering can be swapped for prison time to probation time.
kidnapping, trafficking. Those people come on their own. Those people come on their own.
No, but
Listen,
no.
this is-
Tell him,
I
Mano,
think-
Mano, do you know that if
Listen,
you
guys,
walk in my
this is
house
a federal
and you
case.
want to
This
get
is a
out, I said
federal
no,
case, right?
that's kidnapping, right? You could drive your car
This
to
is
my house, I close my door and I lock it, and then you ask me to go out. I said no, you're not going out. That's kidnapping.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, that it, guys.
So-
It's a federal case.
It's
a federal case.
Why did you come back?
yeah.
But they
was that
didn't
bad.
have to go
Okay.
through.
Malaka, you pull up potlo di
Oh,
Mbapsoti.
apapa nou se di ko sa ou kidnape moun deja frère. Mais la gen boy, o chill.
Come on.
Mais policier pas la mort. Policier pas les formes de dos. Tale ba pa nek la gen encore là. Kono wa kono ko pat là. Nek
Mais
le
Sim-
monde.
mais Simba-
The jury is-
Simbat la
in order
balageno
for them to
comme.
go to jail, they gotta prove that racketeering, that whatever.
Kidnapping,
Racketeering me
or-
ba no, ya get there even.
Domestic
Yeah,
violence,
it's not fair, I can't-
too bad for Cassie. He gotta go to rehab. It's another case of domestic
No,
violence.
I mean the whole Cassie thing is it's mostly
I
kind
don't
of like
think-
it's
Monsieur,
mostly character. They're probably
That's
trying to
true.
think
Think
of-
it- ouais, Monsieur,
Or
si
other
P.D.D.
people
walk
think.
free, feel like you Kelly do.
Oh, non, mon cher,
Oui,
débat
non.
différent.
Ah, pas fait ça,
No,
monsieur.
I can't-
Débat
Pas
différent.
fait ça, pas fait ça.
À quel habite à Simouni?
Maman voye
À
yo.
quel habite à Simouni?
Maman voye yo. Maman voye yo.
They were minors.
Wait a
Et
minute.
maman voye yo.
Maman, tout ça, ça veut dire maman.
Maman tu le voye yo. Yo, tu vas parler de quoi que maman
Monsieur, mon bagage.
maman là le maman vend ça de rien, la chou petit gars pour le cas les front row, la billet en façon pour le qui a qu'elle vini pour qu'elle elle mande mon yo passe backstage pour petit al ouais avec elle.
Oui, mais les finis, c'est problème qui vient avec
Ah,
Kelly,
mais
they
ça, mon
were
cher.
minors.
Mon- c'est
That's what
ça
kills
va
them.
man.
Kelly, c'est minor.
Yes, do you know as a parent, even if you go to a club with your child,
Et puis t'as arrêté maman.
they're not gonna let your child in?
Maman, this is child trafficking parce que vous prenez pas nèg là.
But il va te brutailler.
They mind it.
Pour la prendre autographe.
Non. Pour faire le film, si vous avez
And man, guess what? Then guess what? R. Kelly should have been smart enough instead of being dumb and stupid.
À quel n'est pas droit. À quel n'est pas c'est bien. Ou à quel n'est pas
Mais ça fait is where it's supposed to be.
It doesn't have the reason.
It's
No.
supposed to be.
Regardez,
But-
à quel n'est pas lead over it. You're not going to lead over
Got
it.
it. What type of that here? I think it's very easy for him to win. Jamdula. They're gonna
He's
make
gonna walk
him
out. He's gonna
domi-
walk out.
You're gonna make him a domestic violent guy. Yes, he's a domestic
Ouais,
violent.
monsieur, il a
He's
pris.
an
C'est
abuse.
de l'abus.
Il abuse
Allez, faut
Cassie,
pas parler
he
de
does
ça,
all that.
ça.
But what are they doing là? Okay, qui est-ce qui va à Vegas, qui va faire bagage ça? Okay, où pour moun saute Vegas? Well, they travel on their own. For prouver que monsieur MC on monsieur. He's not gonna do that with his credit card. You think he's buying those people his card on a black card? No. Somebody give him cash. They bring themselves there. How are you gonna prove that? I mean,
Hey, guess what? Même nous disons,
Tout pour le même statut.
those people know nous ça y a vivent l'autre vie, monsieur.
Bon, oui, avec mon
They are in a whole different world and
eh
with
bien,
themselves.
on that note, I will love to be part of that life once in a while.
Once in a while, les boys nous font avec un doing.
Ou t'as des
Ah,
monos?
Mano va briller encore.
Ou t'as des monos?
Mano va briller encore.
Mono?
Mano va briller
Ou
encore.
t'as des monos?
Il va briller.
Qu'est-ce que c'est là dans tout, mano?
Il va
Vas-y, hey, mano, les nègres fin taille Cassie, mais c'est taille nègre tout, oui.
Il sait du once in a while. Il va do toutes les.
No, no.
Moi, j'ai une infection urinaire avec bouton qui a poussé dans toute bouche. Les messieurs dit que c'est pour le performer toujours.
Bon, I mean,
OK?
bon.
Listen, when you
That's
get to a
domestic
certain,
violence. That's domestic
When you get-
violence.
when you get to a
That's
certain
domestic
level,
abuse.
you're trying to push yourself to the limit, and you start doing weird and weirder and weirder and weirder stuff, and that's what's happening. Like what you think is pleasure for you as a normal human being. This guy is like, listen, I've experienced these things many times over and over and over, and
But
make
from
me
like you say,
push myself to
allez, from like you say, I want to do this, I want to do that.
Pour un nègre, ouais, on femme chargée, on paquet blesseuse dans bouche et puis la mette coquille dans bouche
Oh,
comme ça.
maybe then that's a feeling.
maybe that's what he likes.
It's fucking nasty.
Yeah.
Mano is nasty.
Maybe that's
Mano
the
is
next
nasty,
level.
dog.
No, but
Mano is nasty, dog.
Si avec monsieur,
Mano nasty.
Attendez.
Mano is nasty.
Stanley, si avec monsieur, après de monsieur.
Mano is nasty, dog.
Maybe she
Mano
was stroking his
nasty.
ego. Maybe she wanted to keep her position. Maybe she was stroking his ego, and she was writing, "Hey, listen, I'm willing to do whatever you want. I want you to do this, blah 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 blah." I know, because she knows he likes that. He's like, this guy's a freak. Let me play that card, right?
Who's our
I'm gonna
winner?
let him-
Bon, parle, les gars, do it.
Mano,
Mano nasty,
Bon,
dog.
parle, les filles, besoin faire.
Mano with
Stanley.
Listen, she's playing a role. She might be playing a role.
c'est pour ça qu'on va ce domaine là, dans 2 semaines là. OK.
Pause.
So, monsieur, faut nous comprendre que Joan Anderson, they don't-
Mano is nasty. Mano need prayers.
C'est
Mano need Jesus.
Mano dit comme ça, that's the whole feeling.
No, I'm just saying, maybe that's
Yeah, listen. What you think is normal pleasure for yourself is
So,
just
Butoyo-
this guy's tired.
Butoyo-
This guy's tired
So-
of those things.
So ça veut dire bouton yo gratte.
I don't know. Maybe it's no.
Now we know if Diddy would have found Mano and Slide, it would have went over.
Oh, Mano would have been there. He told you.
Oh,
Mano
told
you.
Once in a while, they do it.
Time to time.
Once in a while.
Time to
Once
time.
in a while.
Time after time.
Debbie Mano bored.
Yeah, but man, no free ride from Boston all the way to Morocco. What up, right? Like it's a free ride.
Et pour choix that fell.
Ah, baby,
Yeah.
Même gars set up oui. Et même pas travail pour vous. Pas travail pour oui.
Mano ka ke me place PDD ya oui.
Mano. Surtout semble la Didi. Surtout semble la Didi.
O ka ke me place monsieur ya. Mano, DPD di bok le kay la.
It's government property now.
Yeah. Final comment. Final comment, Mano.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
pourquoi Mano get final comment?
Oh, final comment encore. Nous n'avons pas Mano. Ah oui, Mano. C'est
Mano, pourquoi get final comment?
Nègre ces boutons. Et faut me dire que bouton non jolly mais
Well, I mean, a great show as usual. Et nous mon paquet de Celtics here, bon, nous disons monsieur et merde, attendez.
Oui, ça.
Olé nègre jouer équipe, équipe, regardez nous-mêmes la jouer. Et pas que Black Police Officer ça n'a pas les aïe. Olé nègre, yo, take it to your team. We were not playing for you.
On va les jouer, Miami, va jouer, va jouer même.
Monsieur,
Gonti
c'est
vidéo.
un gros team, il a toujours été un gros team. Bah, gros monde toujours être gros.
Gonti vidéo.
Regardez, ouais, même Loulou accepté ça. Ouais,
Oh, no, I'm definitely I like the Celtics. I do.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay. Loulou, ouais, Mbadjem Wenza. Valeti bobo wala ke Miami yo. Ah, toi nèg yo. On va qu'est-ce nèg là, nous poser. Qu'est-ce nèg là? On va regarder, on va fanatique,
Monsieur,
Ça peut pas être
I like the Celtics.
samedi.
Loulou va être là.
Yeah, c'était fait drapeau, non? Ça nous dit.
Mettre boire tout drapeau là.
Ok, mettez ça, mettez. M'gal montrer. Ouais, c'est samedi, m'gal montrer bagay. Venez. Regardez bagay. Venez. Faites drapeau, ouais. Mais
Bat là. Mais c'est un match là.
C'est son match de.
oui, mais drapeau là.
Non, mais sous quel drapeau?
Drapeau là.
Sous qui est drapeau là?
Drapeau là. Drapeau à toi et pour. Il doit fond moun.
Monsieur ouais millionnaire pas capable de prendre plaisir là pour chier.
Oui. Regardez, son bandit, oui, là. Oh, look at Terry, man. All right, people.
Hey, I was young and stupid.
Anderson, final comments.
Bon, et oui, mesdames et messieurs, encore une fois, et subscribe. Subscribe, please don't be like Mano. Protect yourself by all costs, by all means. Et oui, as usual, great show. And pas oublier subscribe et share post là. Et puis nous allons mettre pression sur le producteur pour faire plus couper la guerre. Et nous connaissons à faire couper, nous ne pour la guerre. Et puis, bon, et puis, dans petit mounio, et continue à regarder le show, pas oublier, share post là. Bad love. Share the post and subscribe. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok. And keep in mind, the show is fully entertainment. Don't listen to Mano. Mano was practically joking.
Coupé là.
That's where it should be. Peace. Richard. Où mettez ça, Mano, t'es dit?
Non, Mano, Boston, Boston, number 14 la vie, nous ça.
Pas un problème.
Nèg ap malade toujours.
Miami have number 15.
Nèg ap malade toujours.
Miami going far this year, dude.
Bon, ouais, nous pas créer les flags qui l'ont dou cap mandé cap prier bon Dieu pour venir dans Celtics, tu vois pas.
Yeah. He's from Maine.
Mais
Anyway.
bon Dieu. Ouais, monsieur saute Maine, monsieur
Guys,
c'est Celtics.
we see you. Je suis un vieillard.
Producer, pas oublier.
Après le verre.
Whatever that means.
All right.